All right, here at No Reserve, we have our one owner 1996 Chevy S10. It's a LS package, so it's got all the options you could get. It's an extended cab, short bed, 4x4. It's got the Vortec 4.3 V6, the 4-speed overdrive automatic transmission. Like I said, this is a one owner truck. It's always been in Washington State. It's only got 48,000 original miles. It still had the window sticker for the oil change. It was due at I think 50,000 miles in 2017, so it really hasn't been driven much at all. But it's the emerald green metallic, just a beautiful color. This truck is in amazing condition. As you can see, the paint job is no clear coat issues, never been repainted, no paint work, no body work, no accidents. Just in stunning condition. The interior is like flawless. But really, to me, the crowning jewel in this thing is hopefully you get to check out the videos and of it up on the rack and the underside photos. The underside is unbelievable on this truck. No cheap spray paints, no undercoating. Just beautiful truck. We'll do a little bit of the video. Sometimes the camera has a hard time with lighting to capture the underside, but we do have it up on the rack where you can see how beautiful it is. So we'll get started out here. It's got the full chrome package. You can see it's got still got one of its dealer plate frames, a little chip here, but it was bought at North Bend Chevrolet, not too far away from Seattle. There is a little bit of aging. I do a lot of the OBS Fords, if you know what those are, like 92 to 97, and they get the same thing. Somehow with how water drips down between the hood and the fender, it does the same thing in the bezels of those trucks, but it ages the chrome here a little bit. But you're not gonna have any cracks, no condensation in the lights. There's no even any chips or stars in the bow tie, which is kind of amazing because these things always get chipped up. Again, no cracks, a little bit less aging here. And then there is a little bit of the delamination, kind of age spotting, I guess is what I would call it, in the chrome trim here. And you guys that are familiar with these, full size and S10s, this kind of trim just kind of did take a little bit of a, this piece here is actually metal, I believe, so it doesn't get it on the sides of the bumper. The lower valance is in really nice condition, never been curbed. Behind the plate, I'll take a picture of that too, front and back, but it's just super clean. I'll dart you in here. You can see, hopefully you can see here, I mean, the support for the front bumper is just shiny. You can see the part number on it, which, I mean, it's just amazing. There's chalk markings all over the place from the assembly line. Factory alloy wheels. They're older tires, but in excellent condition. I mean, they got a ton of tread, no cracking between the tread or anything. Plastics on the cowl are in nice shape, no cracking, all original glass, no chips, cracks, or stars in the front windshield. They all have the factory Solar Ray logo, even on the windshield. There is some of these little age spotting. The mirrors are nice and shiny, no cracks, hasn't gone up against the fence or the garage. But you got these little age spotting. I'm not sure if you could try to get these things out or not. Also on the hood, it looks like somebody had the wiper up and tried to open the hood, scratch the back of it. There is some aging in the paint. It's really hard to tell because how shiny this paint is and that deep emerald metallic. But even touching it, you don't feel it. But there's these weird little spots where maybe it had tree sap on it at one point.
Buying or selling?
Selling it. But sorry about that. I had someone pull up asking about the truck. I mean, it really is that clean. That's the thing, is the guys were saying, they couldn't believe it's a 96. But, like this little aging here, it's like this. Those are the biggest ones. It looks like maybe it had, maybe some, bird poop on it or something, and they just didn't get to it in time. On the roof, it's really nice and shiny. I think pollen keeps chasing me here. But, really nice and shiny, but there is a couple little spots in the paint. No paint lifting or anything like that. But you'll just see kind of like things under the paint. But other than that, this thing is just phenomenal. You see even like the chrome screws and the trim, how shiny it is. This is what I was talking about. Like some of this trim just kind of does, it delaminates a little bit, and then you get some road film and dirt underneath there. And there's a little, this was bubbled up a little bit when I got it, but I kind of just cut it with a knife so it wouldn't pull back more. Rockers are really nice. You know, you do have your stone chips, stuff like that. Kind of hard to tell in the photos and videos because how shiny it is. I mean, you can see my reflection is just crystal clear. There's no orange peel in this paint. You know, and I'm a little bit of the way. You know, I'm not right up against it. So you do have some stone chips, and on both sides they kind of come to about the S10 emblem and fade out, because that gets the brunt of it. And then you have a little scratch here. No door edge chips or anything like that. Just, I mean, the felts are really nice rubbers. There's a little bit like kind of like a little, maybe they drop something in there when the window's down or something. Nice tonneau cover. Inside the bed is just beautiful. I'll snap some photos of that. Maybe do a video with the tonneau cover rolled up. Paint here. It's got the factory rock chip protection kind of little thing here. You could always take that off, but you see how nice the trim is. Behind ears is squeaky clean. No paint work ever shown. You see how nice tires. So, you know, factory markings on the frame. I mean, it is just crazy clean. Take you along here. Of course, you got a couple, you know, you have a couple chips here. But it's hard to tell because you can see kind of like the reflection is this. So it's not doing us any favors, but you'll see these few darker areas. I mean, few lighter areas. Maybe I can get at this angle here. But there's probably, all together down here, probably 20 tiny stone chips. It looks like they bumped into something here, but the plastic isn't damaged or loose. Little chip here. Bumper's in really nice shape. I don't think it's ever hauled anything with a trailer package. I mean, you can see how crazy clean it is. Spare tire. You can see the writing on the bumper. There is some darkening in the paint in the bumper here that I have not been able to get out for the darndest. No dents or dings on the tailgate, but there is a little bit of scuffing right there. Some scratches. You can see the tail lights are both in really nice shape. This bumper corner cover doesn't, this is kind of 94 to 97 specific. After this, it's just more of a flat bumper. But I like how this looks. This side doesn't have very many stone chips at all, which is kind of strange because this is what I'd say is a drive tire. Little ding in the trim right there. You could pop it off and get in there with a nice little ball peen hammer and a piece of wood and flatten it out. But look at that wheel well. I mean, it's just smooth paint. No, this one minor scratch here, but it's on the surface, so you might be able to wet sand and buff that out. But there's no dings, no bed loading scratches. Just beautiful paint. Same thing here, just a couple age spots on this one. But man, the mirrors are just so nice and smooth. I mean, it's just beautiful. Again, you do have some rock chips, you know, along here. They get to about here, and then they fade out. But beautiful body gaps. A little kind of like, little chip kind of in the paint. And the wheels are really nice. You're not missing any of the factory lug nut covers. No curbs on any of the wheels. I'm not sure if I showed you the wheel well here. Oh yeah, so then do this. You can see the markings. Look at that exhaust hanger. How shiny that thing is. It's just, this truck is just unbelievable. I'll take you around. Oh, there is a little ding here, and you can see he touched it up a little bit. Oh, what a beauty. Has its original manuals tucked away in here. It's got an aftermarket CD player. Pretty much worthless cup holders. I don't know why they did these. But I think this is, I don't know why this is one of the coolest thing. How the heater vent comes, an AC vent comes right through the glove box. I think that's just the coolest thing. It's got its original manuals, and it's really cool. This is the truck basically. I mean, just awesome looking. You can see the seat Passenger seat is perfect, except for on both sides, a little breakdown. It's probably just like a manufacturer design flaw, because both sides, that's pretty much the only issue on both sides. You see the carpet is just flawless, nice and fluffy. Door panel, no issues. The door panel's never been off, not missing any clips, not hanging, rattling, no issues like that. You can see it looks brand new pretty much. Look, it's kind of in the shade here, a little dark. Oh, there you go. You can see how nice that is. Dash is perfect. Aftermarket CD player. I mean, all the selectors are really clean. Coin holder. These are real cup holders. These will hold your goodies, and these things pop out too. All right, here in the back, there is a little discoloring in the carpet, just right here, kind of on the center hump. Got those cup holders again back here, you know, but they'd hold like a fat little paper cup or something good. But it's kind of one of those things I love about the generations and how things change like that. You know, older ones don't have cup holders, and cars from the 60s, Cadillacs had like 9 ashtrays, and nowadays they don't even have ashtrays. It's just one of the cool things that kind of change. Again, really clean. Steering wheel's in perfect shape. Got 48,000 miles. I mean, 48,000 miles, I mean, it's like, it is 2022, but man, we are getting really close to 30 years old. I mean, almost no entry wear. That's what I was talking about on the driver's side. That's about it. The driver's seats is primo condition. There's these cool little GM. I'm not sure anybody ever sat back here before, because these were kind of tucked away like they've never been out before. You know, no mold, no smell, no dogs, no smoking. One thing is no matter how low mile the truck is, or no matter how high mile they are, these things just come loose. So I have them tucked away. Well, that's my alarm. I gotta wrap up here pretty soon, go pick up my kiddos from school. But I tuck it away like that. Oh. But it's kind of, you know, most people, you'll see people use paper clips and all kinds of stuff, but a lot of people just cut them off. So, alrighty. Oh, I'm gonna pop the tailgate here. You can't quite see in there, but that's why I'll roll up the tailgate or the tonneau cover. But it had a rubber mat in here, but it was super stiff. It was like really hard plastic, so I took it out, or not plastic, but rubber. I just didn't want to scratch up the bed. I mean, even the paint along the hood. You look down in here. I mean, look at that AC compressor. I mean, this motor looks new. This engine bay is just flawless. So, all right, it's going to no reserve. 48,000 mile, one owner, 96 Chevy S10, extended cab 4x4. So good luck, everybody.